Welcome everyone to your booty burn yoga and Pilates fusion class today. We are going to tone, sculpt, and shape the booty. Go ahead and come into a downward facing dog. Doing whatever feels good and natural to you here. Just lengthening through the body, warming it up. You can pedal one foot in and then the other. Just take this next few moments to find what feels good in your body. And then go ahead and come down to your knees, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Extend that left leg behind you, bend the knee and draw some circles. Flexing the foot, drawing circles one way. And then reverse your circle, going the opposite way. Trying to keep those hips from moving too much. Just warming up the hips, the glutes. Extend that left leg behind you and come all the way down to the belly. Place your forearms underneath your forehead, left leg up towards the sky, flex that foot, and then using your glute, just pump that leg up towards the sky, up and down. Moving into our grasshopper. And then pause, holding that leg. Use your glute muscle, hold that leg up. Trying to get the thigh away from the mat. And then go ahead and find little baby pulses here. So pressing that pelvic bone down, just using the glute muscle here. And then press back up to your tabletop pose. Left leg extends behind you. Draw it into table. And let's do the other side. Right leg extends behind you and find your knee circles. Pressing evenly between both hands. Drawing the navel up to the spine. Reverse your circle. And then extend that leg behind you, coming all the way down to the belly. Bend at the knee, foot flexes towards the sky. And find your grasshopper pose. So really using that glute muscle to lift the knee, the thigh off of the mat. Foot up towards the ceiling, or sky in my case. Hold, use that glute muscle. I know it's getting tired. Keep holding. And then go ahead and find little baby pulses, just moving that leg slightly up and down. You're almost done. Draw the hands underneath you, pressing up to tabletop pose. Extend that leg behind you. Draw it into tabletop. And extend that left leg again behind you. Inhale to take it up towards the ceiling. Drop it down. Behind the knee, up, down, mat. Up, down, up, mat. So you're taking that muscle, that knee up towards the ceiling, crossing it behind the opposite leg, and then drawing it down towards the mat. So really get that glute muscle going here. Again, trying not to move the hips. Hold. Pausing and holding, keep breathing. And then scorpion tail. So you're going to take that left leg, turn it out towards the left, in, out, in, out. So this is a minimal movement, but you're really going to feel that burn. Trying not to let that leg drop. Keep it in line with the glute, just turning it out towards the side and bringing it in. Draw it back into tabletop pose. Maybe taking a quick cat-cow here. And right into the other side. Right leg extends behind you. Touch it down to the mat, up, cross it over. Up, mat, up, cross over. So you're drawing that knee right behind the opposite knee there. And when it comes down to the mat, you let it hover. Really kick that leg up behind you as you move through center, using and working the glutes here. Keep going, hold, pressing away from your mat, hugging that navel up to your spine, working the core here, and then your scorpion tail, twisting that knee to the right, in, out, in, out, in. So this leg is going to get tired, but you want to keep that knee in line with the glute. You'll feel this in the adductors for sure. And draw it in to table. Take a quick child's pose here, sitting down towards the heels. Pull yourself up to table, curl the toes underneath, downward facing dog. And finding any sort of movement that feels good to you here. Send that left leg behind you, bend at the knee. We're going to find our circles here in downward facing dog. So the same thing here, you want to be pressing through both hands evenly. Reverse your circle, going opposite way. Really hike up that leg using the glute. And then extend the leg behind you, coming down to chaturanga and finding a flow. And exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Stretch it out here. Second side. Extend the right leg behind you, bend at the knee, find your circles. In reverse, going the opposite way with your circles, working the whole body here. Extend that leg behind you, come on forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and on the exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a moment here. Then drop down to the knees. And from here, you're going to flip onto the back. So coming all the way down, hug those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. Take a breather. And plant the feet flat on the mat, knees up towards the sky. Low back is flush with your yoga mat. Lift those hips up, bridge pose. So squeeze the knees together about 5 to 10% of your effort. Maybe you interlace the hands underneath your sitting bone. Pay attention to the legs and the knees and see if they're splaying out. Draw them back in. And then go ahead, release the hands, release the hips down. You're going to find a little bit of a flow action. Exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale, lower. So really activating the glutes here. Keep going. Squeezing those glutes when you hit bridge. Up, down, up, down. Keep going. And then hold it here. We're coming back to our bridge pose, holding and breathing. You can do this. Press down through the feet. Lift those hips up. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale out and release those hips down. Hug those knees into your chest. Well done, you guys. And then roll all the way up, coming into a nice seated pose. And just take a moment here, reaching the arms up towards the sky, drawing them down to the heart. Again, inhale, reach, gather that energy. Exhale, draw it in. Once more, reach. And then exhale, draw your hands to your heart, finding a moment of gratitude and appreciation for committing to yourself today. We bow and we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for your booty burn. I'll see you next time.